towards that middle area, probably given a free roam or free roll, the same as Adrian Luna by Mikel Staré. Lovely ball from Nacho, just a bit too much on it though, but great movement.
And that's where, when you mentioned that, Mark, about having the free roll, if both of them have a free roll, something's going to go wrong in the transition moment. Just there, that pass was on to hit Adrian Luna. If they find Luna and Noah Sadoi on the same area of the pitch, yes, give them the ball, but give the one that's making the easier option and let them try and work something together.
Well, he's probably glad of the break, Mikel Staré. It didn't start well for Kerala. Packed house here on the opening day for them. Lost out to Punjab here in Kochi before wins over East Bengal and Mohammedan, but in the middle draws with Northeastern Odisha. But it was a relatively good run. Here's Noah again, weaving his way through, looking for Jimenez in the middle. Just a bit too high once again, but Ryan Edwards will be tough to beat in the air tonight.
It was good movement there from Noah Sadoi yet again. A real outlet already, very difficult to mark. And if you get close to him, they'll find the space with a pass in that transition. The Blasters, really good movement.
We've seen a lot of players this season coming into the ISL for the first time and really excelling. When you look back at their previous records, I'm thinking of the likes of Aladin Ajare and Jesus Jimenez, who'd only played 6 games in the last 2 seasons in Greece. But he's come here and he looks sharp. Normally it takes players a little bit longer to get their sharpness in terms of competitive matches back, but he's certainly hit the ground running. Here's Sandy. Can he get a good ball in? Yes, he can! Hits the post. Jimenez cinches away from another goal. Only the thickness of the woodwork has denied him. He got away from Edwards that time. Powerful header, but off the post. Luna will keep this one in play. Half volleys it across first time. Edwards under pressure from Jimenez. Good start from the Blasters.
Really good to see. And the pressure is continuing to build. Chennai cannot get out of their half at the moment. And for the home side, they've got to make this count now. And just so much power in that front position with 3 or 4 players ready to go inside the box.
Noah did well there, played it out off Brambilla. Well, Jimenez so close to another goal.
You talked about the possibility of him maybe not coming to another team because he hasn't played that much before, Mark. And I know a lot of agents and a lot of clubs would look at that history and go, oh, he's not played enough football in the last 12 months. And now look at him.
Luna tries the shot, hits Elsinho, goes behind for the corner. Of course, the Blasters fans were, here's that header again.
It's another beautiful delivery from Sandeep, who's making this a habit getting forward. It's a good header from Jesus Jimenez. Right against the post. He does everything right trying to keep it down. But there's that pass from Milos Drincic. They try and find Noah Sadoi in any space they can possibly afford. And then it's all up to Noah Sadoi to weave and twist and turn and try and find his magic. They're getting close to the Blasters.
Luna's corner. Just away from Freddie. Noah Sadawi back in again, as all the way across to Adrian Luna. Little dink back into the box now as he's not the tallest goalkeeper, managed to get the punch. Bikash will prevent the corner. High hanging ball up into the Kochi night sky for Vinci Barreto to try and get on the end of. That's a good ball over the top, but Neocha was there. Drincic. The Blasters fans were bitterly disappointed when Dimitrios Diamantakos left the club for East Bengal, but in Jesus Jimenez, there's a new hero emerging. Here he is again on the ball, given away to Elsinho. Farouk. Referee just getting in his way a little bit in the middle as he tried to find Vinci Barreto. 6 goals in 8 games. for the Spaniard. Drincic. Vibin. Koru. To take on the experienced Mando once again. Jesus Jimenez. Luna. Jimenez. Good movement again from the Blasters. Almost found its way through. Alcina read it well though. Great movement off the ball by Adrian Luna. And here's Jordan Gill. Could be in here. Hormy-Pam trying to hold him back. It's Jordan Gill! Lofted high and wide from Wilmer Jordan Gill. It was a wonderful chance. We've seen some great finishes in that similar position from a lot of strikers, but not that time.
This is Chennai in a nutshell. Under the pump, not sure where to go, where to hide. Jordan Gill stepped forward. He needs to finish this one. Right over the top was the option. He just put a little bit too much power on it. But he out-muscled Hormy-Pam and Drincic. And that's exactly where Chennai are at their most dangerous, when you least expect them.
We've seen it once or twice already this season, up against it, and then all of a sudden taking their opportunity on the break. Brambilla looking for Jordan Gill once again, could be in again. Freddie just got a legs tangled, he got a touch on the ball, but well, Jordan Gill went over. There's only a half appeal.
Oh, he's lucky he got a piece of the ball here. Hormy-Pam was out of position. Great coverage, it has to be said, from Freddie, who read that situation perfectly. And he got a little touch there on the trailing foot. It wasn't the first leg, he missed it. And the second attempt, he got the ball. It's a good challenge.
He came to prominence at Punjab before joining Kerala. Freddie. Vibin. All about his progression over the last couple of seasons as well. Milos Drincic. Noah. Looking to create the angle for the shot. Well won by Chennai. Good defending. Long time since Kerala have kept a clean sheet. Here's Irfan Yadwad. Hormy-Pam going with him. Did well to hold that one up. Farooq comes off Vibin. Dinliana. Posted into the box again towards Jordan Gill, who led with his foot a little bit there. Sachin Suresh kept his eye on the ball.
That's where he wants the ball. Played into those sorts of areas. It's good goalkeeping from Sachin Suresh. Nothing worse than coming out against a big Jordan Gill with the leg raised, but it's a good response there. That's where they want to put the ball, Chennai in. Just keep feeding Wilmer Jordan Gill and see what he can conjure up.
Had a 6-goal thriller here last season when the sides met, 3-3. Rahim Ali put Chennai in ahead in the first few seconds in that game. It's one of the fastest goals of the season, if not the fastest goal of the season last year. Diamantakos made it 1-1. Jordan Murray got a goal. Kwame Pepra 3-2 at half-time in that one before Diamantakos rescued a point for the Blasters in the second half. Irfan allowed to run by Brambilla. Here goes Jordan Gill once again. Really powerful when he runs at defenders with the ball. Alcina almost caught in possession. Farooq. Alcina with a second chance. Now Vinci Barreto to try and take on Nayocha. He's got the overlap from Dinliana. Nice triangles from Chennai, but Dinliana just took his eye off the ball and goes out for a throw.
Gee, there's some intensity out there in this game. It's a great little pass and move. Hormy-Pam getting himself sucked out of position, trying to step forward. It's a great recovery from Sandeep to get back and help his defending line, who are at sorts there. Drincic coming across to cover as well, but they can't allow themselves to be out of whack so many times. When you're facing with an opponent like Wilmer Jordan Gill, you just got to stay there sometimes and just keep it simple, do your job as a defender.
Goes out off Freddie. We'll throw into Chennai. Just the 2 defeats for Owen Coyle's side, beaten by Mohammedan. Second game of the season, and then a defeat to Punjab. Mandar. Straight into the arms of Sachin Suresh. Chennai have been pretty successful in terms of goals. Only the start of the second half has been more productive in terms of when they've scored.
That's the half-time team talk there. That's exactly what that is.
Well, don't forget, match weeks 9 and 10, you stand a chance of winning a signed football from Dimi Petratos. Scan the QR code and play ISL Fantasy. And stay updated on all things ISL, IndianSuperLeague.com, or you can download the official iOS and Android apps to keep up to date with all the news. And Scoreline Predictor, predict the score, top the leaderboard. Again, scan the QR code to play today.
Well, I can tell you it's not going to be a 0-0, that's for sure. And the Blasters still have that record, 73 games without a 0-0 draw. And there have been quite a few in this fixture in the past between Chennai and the Kerala Blasters. There's about 2 or 3 at least. And you just think with Mikael Stare just trying to find a clean sheet, get there somehow, some way, can they keep one here tonight?
Well, there has been 4 0-0 draws. The only fixture with more 0-0 draws is FC Goa against Mumbai, which has had 5.
Crazy.
But not in recent times, which is good. Kerala have scored 2 or more in each of their last 4 games against Chennai, and it's a side they do like playing at home. It's the extra spice, of course, is that both these sides are based in South India, or Southern India, should I say. Farooq. Freddie snapping away at his heels and finding Koru. Luna. Jesus Jimenez. Luna goes on his way and takes Ryan Edwards with him. Vibin. Noah Sadawi. Went for the corner. He wasn't too far away. Nawaz may have known that was going wide, but Noah Sadawi creating the chance for himself.
Brilliant ball circulation there from the Kerala Blasters. The crowd love it. And it was all about Vibin and Freddie stepping in and not just sitting there and waiting and making a tackle, making a play. And then Vibin has the presence of mind just to keep feeding Noah Sadawi, who got himself inside the box, and he was not far away. He only needs a little piece of room to operate, and he almost curled that one past Nawaz.
As we mentioned earlier on, Kerala having 8 points from 8 games coming into this. The only time, or their lowest points tally after 8 games was 6 back in the 2020-21 season in the bubble. 9 points worse off than they were last season at this stage as well.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of a Vukomanovic hangover there. And I do think in terms of the DNA, the way that they were set up for 2 or 3 seasons, it was 4-4-2 every game. Now, I'm not a big believer in thinking that a system will change the fortunes, or, you know, the personnel obviously plays the game, not the system. But this is great play from the Blasters.
Jimenez. Koru. Positive play once again, went across field, clattered into Irfan Yadwad.
Did really well there, Yadwad, to make himself a bit of a dummy or a decoy, and just stepped himself across. What a lovely little flick there from Vibin, full of confidence, stepping forward. And Jimenez has been really involved, dropping deep to get the ball. Koru just needed to take that touch a little bit more straight across the line, but Yadwad did extremely well just to use the body and draw the foul. That was a dangerous situation.
We saw Jesus Jimenez hit the post earlier on. That's the 5th time he's hit the woodwork this season. No side has hit the woodwork more times than the Kerala Blasters.
That's crazy.
It's margins, isn't it? Just margins football. Rambilla. Dinliana. Rambilla spins away from Vibin. Lovely play. Farooq just guides that one out to Dinliana. Four black shirts in the middle. Not a good ball in, easily cleared by Vibin. Into the path of Noah Sadawi. It's a brilliant pass. They're a bit short at the back here. Bikash letting the challenge in. Noah right away. Jimenez in the middle. Tried to get it across. Ryan Edwards is the immovable object at times, and he needed to be there because it was 2 against 1.
Just completely forgotten where they were defending there, Chennaiyin. Diliana had pressed so high up to try and support, but nobody thought about when they lose the ball, who's on Noah Sadawi? And you have to keep an eye on him every single play. You cannot let him get forward.
Brambilla spraying a lovely ball out to Vinci Barreto. Taking on Nayacha, great ball in. It's just too high for Wilmer Jordan. Headed back by Sandeep as far as Brambilla. Big appeal for handball by him on the edge of the area. It's a strange header from Sandeep. Back across his own box. Luna rides the challenge of Edwards, but then he's caught, and Edwards is going to go into the book from Tejas Nagvenka.
No, he's not happy with that, Edwards. And he's called for the break, but he had to make the challenge. Jimenez has started this game extremely well, full of beans, dropping deep, getting the ball, trying to dribble and get forward. Here's that chance earlier. The ball was going in, and probably should have had the ball in that direction. Sandeep. Luna recovers, and then it all becomes a little bit scrappy, but great play from the Kerala Blasters, getting numbers forward. And just here, Noah Sadawi, where's the composure? It was not there.
It came off the captain, Ryan Edwards. Noah Sadawi has been superb so far, but still we await the breakthrough here at the drinks break in the first half. And there'll certainly be a little bit more confidence around this Blasters camp. Mikael Starre giving a few instructions out, but I'm sure we'll be pleased with the way his side have started. And I mean, of course, similarly for Chennaiyin, who have had chances, the best one falling to Jordan Gill there.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they play, Mark. They like to get the ball forward quickly and get it into the box. Probably haven't had as many chances as they would have liked. But for the Kerala Blasters, it's been a really positive start. The better of the chances, and I think they have to make it count. They've got to try and get themselves a goal before the half-time whistle.
Mikael Starre, very animated character on the sidelines, almost kicks every ball with his team. There's that breakaway again a moment or so ago with Diliana out of position.
Yeah, you just can't leave him to have that amount of time. Even Bikash's challenge, you can't get desperate against Noah Sadawi. You've got to try your best to get close to Noah Sadawi. Mikael Starre, he knows, he can feel it. There's something going to happen here for the Blasters. They look like the most likely of the two teams to score goals. And it's all down to this man. On the counter-attack, on the break, just keep feeding him.
You can see the heat getting to Owen Coyle as well, down here in Kochi. It's Koru. Surrounding the challenge of Irfan Yadwad. Jesus Jimenez. Koru. Diliana will get there, but he's muscled off the ball easily by Noah Sadawi. He'll be giving the ball away in that sort of area with Noah in this kind of form. Nayocha. Great looking ball in, just too high for Adrian Luna, and Edwards can allow it to go behind.
He picks up some really interesting positions, Adrian Luna. Watch his movement here, trying to look for the whipped ball over the near post, over Bikash. It didn't come, and you expect more from Naocha. Ryan Edwards going into the book just before that drinks break, so he's going to have to be careful now.
Just 2 yellow cards this season for Ryan Edwards. This is the way Kerala have actually lined up. You can see that press up front.
And it's good to see number 6, number 8, Freddie and Vibin close together, operating as that double pivot. We asked before the game what they were going to do. Were they going to sit? And it's clear that they're getting forward and trying to help out, even now, sprinting forward.
Here is Freddie. Bikash going across, trying to stab that into the path of Noah, but Diliana read it well, happy to concede the corner and just relieve that little bit of pressure with Noah Sadawi in pursuit.
They're under so much pressure right now. Chennaiyin, They don't know which way to run, but it's a great run there from Diliana, getting back and making sure that this man doesn't touch the ball. And every time he does touch the ball, something happens. You can see how differently the team is playing with Noah Sadoi.
Have scored more goals away from home than any other team this season, Chennai. On the back foot a little bit here. Jesus Jimenez off the line by Brambilla. Palm. Well, twice now Jimenez has gotten quite close, denied by the woodwork. And some excellent positioning that time from Lucas Brambilla, the Brazilian. Well, they sense things could be about to happen for their team. Those Blasters faithful. I can't believe we've got 35 minutes gone already. It's flown by in this first half.
Yeah, there's so much going on in that offensive end for the Kerala Blasters. You just hope they don't get sucker punched in terms of what we saw earlier on in the half with Wilma Jordan-Gill getting that opportunity. But that's what they're waiting for, Chennai. Only one player up front, as you can see. They've just got to get the ball forward quickly.
They have only scored 4 of their 12 goals in the first half this season, the Blasters.
Well, who else will this chance fall to? An unmarked Jesus Jimenez. He gets away from his marker, but what about the placement?
Brambilla had the presence of mind just to step back. The old days when you used to have players on both posts from corners, you don't see it anymore, do you?
Not sure if it's a waste or it isn't, but on that occasion, I'm not sure Brambilla was on the post, but he did really well reading that situation.
Look at that possession. 75% to the Blasters in the last 20 minutes. Foul by Irfan Yadwad, and they're just struggling to contain Luna, who again, like Noah Sadoi, is looking back to his best tonight.
This game's full of highlights. There's another one. It's physical out there. It's desperate. Kerala Blasters want it more by the looks of it in this first 36, 37 minutes or so. They're playing really strong here, really strongly at home.
Luna, Coro, Irfan Yadwad, he's having to do more defending than he's attacking at the moment. Jordan-Gill. Irfan. Caught by Koru, will be a free kick.
Just needs to recollect himself here, Koru. He's given the ball away once or twice, and going in late like that looks a little bit unsteady. Here's that chance, a free header. It did everything right, Jesus Jimenez. But what about the placement from Brambilla? He came off the posts, so he was on that near post, ready to pounce. Did his job really well.
It's almost like he sensed the danger, didn't he? Once he saw Jimenez in that little bit of space, he almost read that situation really well. Irfan Yadwad, shot comes off Freddie, and goes comfortably through to Sachin Suresh. Not happy with some of the support he's getting Irfan Yadwad at the moment. I'm sure how attacking Chennai have been this season. They've averaged over 25 touches in the opposition box all season. And it's certainly a different style that we've seen from Chennai sides in the past few seasons, with the reintroduction of Owen Coyle, of course. Looking to gain that little bit of stability after changing their manager over the last few seasons. Csaba Laszlo, Bozdar Bandovic and Thomas Badaric. But Owen Coyle knows this league. Shield winner, of course. ISL winner. There's Mandar, Hormipam nipping in front of his goalkeeper. It's another ball back across the red box by Freddie that time. Vibin. Vinci Barreto getting in ahead of Neocha and wins the free kick.
That's good refereeing as well. TJ has let this game flow really nicely. Nalchuk trying to get in front of Vinci Barreto. He does a really strong job there, getting back and helping out, making sure that that play just slows down a little bit. Allow Chennai just to breathe a little bit here.
Against his old club, of course, Vinci Barreto tonight. Moved to Chennai 3 years ago now. Here he is again, looking to take on Nyocha, who's stuck with his task that time. Dimiana. Great ball in over Jordan Gill here, fan. We didn't see that one till late, dropping over both Jordan Gill and the defender.
Dimiana is getting a lot of room because Noah Sadoi is not really interested in worrying about him. But what a ball that was to the far post. And Irfan Yadwad, we know this is part of his game that needs to improve. He's got to hit the target, at least make the goalkeeper work. That's a free header.
Such a hard-working player. Irfan Yadwad was at Bengaluru United before Chennai. He scored lots of goals against Chennai. Reserves for Bengaluru United. It's Noah. Nonchalantly whips that one across as well. It was behind Jimenez, who still managed to get a foot on it, but difficult to get any kind of direction on that from that.
When he was shaping for this cross, I thought, oh, maybe he's just a little bit tired and just whipping something into the box, but it was pinpoint. Something at the far post, because that's where you have to go to beat Ryan Edwards. It's at the far post, and Jimenez is so good with his movement. That understanding is getting better. It must please this man.
Very experienced coach. Miguel Starre closing in on 450 career matches as a coach. By Farouk. Homipam. Koro. By Sandeep. Here's Vibin. Noah making a run inside Diliana. That just deflected. Guggenham. Freddie. Milos Drincic. Always looking for Noah as the outlet on that far side. Here he goes again, cutting inside this time. Goes in towards Koro. Pushed away by Nawaz, who will gather at the second attempt. Again, brave goalkeeping in at the feet of Nyocha.
Well, Koro does everything right here. And Noah Sadoi, how many times has he touched the ball? And how many crosses is he going to be allowed to swing in against this Chennai defence? Koro did ever so well. And then Nyocha came out of nowhere. Almost took Nawaz's head off there with the studs. But it's great involvement from all of the Kerala Blasters players, trying everything.
Sandeep had to be strong there with Irfan Yadwad behind him. Nicely taken by Farouk. There's Nawaz. Plenty of time to clear that time towards Jordan Gill. He was pushed in the back by Homipam. The referee didn't agree. Senior's been on the ball much in this first half. He is on the ball now, but hasn't really got into the game for Chennai in terms of ball possession.
Well, I'll tell you, in the last game, Din Puya had the most touches for Chennai with 44. And Mumbai's Mehtab had 95. So they don't play that way, do they? And it's becoming a theme for them, but sometimes they need to regain that control. Noah Sadoi is on absolute flames tonight. Look at this touch map, getting the ball in that left-hand side, moving forward and crossing the ball for fun. But until now, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, a lot of touches concentrated around that corner. Homipam may just have taken a bit of a knock here. Possibly a little bit of blood that needs to be cleaned up. Just going to have to fill the gap. Well, they're temporarily down to 10 men.
And this is a dangerous time, Mark, because Homipam's been given that job to look after Wilmer Jordan Gill just before half-time. It smells of Owen Coyle time, snatching something before the half-time break.
Flipped by Jesus Jimenez. We'll go all the way through to Mohamed Nawaz looks like Sandip has just tucked inside. Koru will just drop back into full-back while Pam is receiving treatment. It's been a great first half. It's just lacked a goal. Had everything else. Irfan's header. Drincic read that one well. Manda. And give it away to Adrian Luna. Footing was by Elsinho. Important footing as well. Nawaz clears up to halfway. Irfan Yadwa, 2 minutes added time at the end of the first half. Footing by Vibin. Noah. Freddie. Is there one more chance for either side in this first half? Noah Sadawi. Adrian Luna. Nice ball back to Noah Sadawi, but footing was by Dinliana. Ormi Pam's back. Koru. Luna, lovely ball. Knew exactly where Noah Sadawi was. Quincy tracking him into the corner. Neocha. Luna. Chennai have got their shape back. Bodies back behind the ball. Hormipam. Drincic. Vibin. Now Hormipam. Sandip. Can he come up with some quality? All the way to the back, it's just too high for Luna. Sadawi to deliver once again. Good header away by Elsinho. Just bounces up over Freddie. Hormipam takes a deflection off Elsinho, and that'll be a corner.
There's a lot going on there. Adrian Luna at the heart of it. And they're going to get time for that last corner, it would look like. Another great ball in from Sandy, asking the question, Noah Sadawi, where is he looking there? Could he have found something inside the box? Adrian Luna will have to try and find something in this corner.
Elsinho given the job of marking Jesus Jimenez, who's had one cleared off the line, hit the post. It's a low ball, it goes all the way across. Just about cleared away as the half-time whistle goes. It brings to the end a very entertaining first half. It's been a great first half by the Blasters, but despite all their good attacking play, they haven't managed to find a way through Chennai's defences. I know in Coyle's side standing firm here, but with Adrian Luna looking back to his best and Noah Sadawi whipping plenty of balls in. Jordan Gill had the best chance for Chennai in, a lob that went over the top instead of over the keeper and into the net. Sachin Suresh back in goal, made an early save from a Lucas Brambilla free kick. But it is still all to play for here in Kochi. Half-time, it's the Kerala Blasters 0, Chennai 0.